The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Yo, can you hear me?
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and
taken
down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball.
Yo, easy. Can you hear me?
But you absolutely know.
I can't hear you, bro.
Get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
No, sir.
He bats it away, and it falls
No, sir.
incomplete.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We live on YouTube right now. Ice Up 84 Gaming. Ice Up 84 Gaming. We live on YouTube right now. Subscribe to the channel.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Cousins. That's caught downfield by Addison. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal for Cousins.
Oh, wow.
Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone. And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown.
It's all good.
That's the exclamation point.
You're still in the game.
Defensively, they've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ready up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Young. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job. And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect
someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. On the return is Powell. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
On the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
I think this defense is still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling out to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Madison is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Sanders. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! Alexander Madison on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And once again, this is Sanders. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Final play of the half, Young. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 22-yard scamper. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. And that's caught inside the 30, inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of the...
He's got a man complete. That one good for 37 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Steps away to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Let's go. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Now Young. To Chenault on the slant. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Ready? From the red zone now, Young sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second down, Young. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play fake, Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give to Madison. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Cousins from the gun on third. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
First down, here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion right is Addison. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Another carry now for Madison. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. On play action, Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. This is caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run it with Madison.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case,
touchdown, Vikings! Alexander Madison, 32 yards.
And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here we go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
One last shot for Young. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out on this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Ready, set. Ready.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On the return, it's Tony. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Easy.
He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Easy.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
15.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. We're scoreless after 1. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Mahomes takes it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. He'll try again.
And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Young working out of the gun. He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On the ready.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Young. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Ready.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing, Young. Flush to his right. And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd and long for Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Yellow, yellow.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
2nd down and 3.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 50 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Incomplete, 7 seconds remaining.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So big play there that's going to set him up with first and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run here with Pacheco. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try again.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A play fake. Now Young.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. Finding space at the 40.
And he takes it all the way up to the 47. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Ready.
A second down throw for Young. And he's taken down. The Chiefs sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Young on fourth down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, Parker. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Now Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ready?
On second down, Young again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7.
Let's go!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Come on, set!
Now a second down throw for Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to...